Howdy, people.
Hi, friends.
Ethan's here.
We made it. We did it.
Except Sydney's not, so one day we'll all be together again.
Well, bi means two, right? And we're SEC biased. And so anytime there's more than two of us, the etymology just doesn't work.
Or Sydney doesn't want to talk about Arkansas football.
Hey, I mean, at least Arkansas football's making moves. They're dead in
Fair.
the water, and rather than watching the lifeless bodies sink further and further, they decided to just harpoon it and get it out of the way.
I mean, it's fair. Like, I don't, at first, the beginning of the Notre Dame Arkansas game, I was like, is Notre Dame bad? Like, hold on. That's our good win. I need y'all to be good. Like, I need y'all to hold up your end of the bargain here. But then they figured it out. And 56
Yeah,
to 13 is mean. That's mean.
Marcus Freeman is doing a great job auditioning for his next job in
Fair.
Gainesville.
The cat is clawing the couch and trying to bite it. Like she's stuck here or something.
I bought a new rug and I asked my wife when we were bringing it home, I'm like, who do you think's gonna like this rug more, the dog or the baby? And she was like the dog. And ever since we bought that rug, she has just been rolling around.
Yep.
Every time I look over, she's just like asleep on her back with her little short, stubby paws up in the air. Yeah,
Yep.
she has thoroughly taken over the rug.
It's okay. My best friend was over earlier today, which is why I was late because we went to the store. And she called me and goes, "Can I come over?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Laying on the couch or on the bed because the cat won't let me up. She won't. She's not interested."
I mean, sometimes, they make the decision for us.
But that's Arkansas, and I need Arkansas to continue to not be good because I don't need another heart attack in Fayetteville. So
We only have 5 games this week.
this is why
So,
our episode can be quick, even though
yeah.
you're going to tell me your plot to take over the state of Texas.
Well, we'll see. I feel less confident of it by the day. Whenever I heard that Billy Napier was still going to continue calling plays, that's when I was like, well, maybe our Texas domination will not happen this year.
We will. I have comments on that in a second, but we're going to finish what we'll talk about what happened this week real quick. Utah State and Vandy went about how we expected it to go. Yeah, I don't know what to say about
The
that.
Georgia Bama game was a lot of fun to watch.
I didn't get to watch a lot of that one, but I heard it was good.
LSU Ole Miss was a lot of fun to watch.
The A&M Auburn game was a lot less close than the score indicates.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We
I
had 3 touchdowns called back on bogus penalties. Like they were never in that game.
I don't know about that, my friend. There's definitely Auburn had some touchdowns called back too. That at the end of the game they had a touchdown that got called back. That I do think you guys were playing with your food a little bit. But when I messaged you and asked for your heart rate check when Marcel Reed threw that interception, it was like almost a pick six, and then Auburn failed to. I think that's when they scored their touchdown. Yeah, Auburn scored a touchdown because they got the ball at the 5 yard line. At that moment, I thought that you guys might be in trouble, but they were able to hold it down.
God bless the defense.
Yeah, the defense
Elko
figured it out.
literally said this week, he's like, if we could play a complete game where we play offense and defense, we're unbeatable. I was like, what a concept.
Yeah,
You
we
mean
play a perfect game.
well,
Nobody's going to beat us. It's like, well, man.
if you play well on both sides of the ball, it tends to work out for you. But all right. Did you see his comment about penalties?
No.
He said that they're starting a Coaches to Cabo fund, And every time a player gets a penalty, they have to pay into the coaches Takabo fund.
Nice.
And I was like,
I like
I'm
that.
wondering how much they have to pay in. Like, what if $5 ain't nothing?
$100 per yard of the penalty.
I'm here for that. And then Tennessee and Mississippi State. What happened there? Did you get to watch that one? Because
I did. I watched most of that one. I mean, Mississippi State just hung in there. I mean, it was just blow for blow. It looked like Tennessee was going to run away with it, and then Mississippi State just kind of kept answering. And I mean, Tennessee. I mean, it was 34-27 down to the last minute. And when Mississippi State scored, I was like, oh, that's a lot of time left for Tennessee. And I mean, I think it was like a 3 or 4 play drive, and Tennessee just marched down the field and tie it up. So I mean, it was definitely a good game. Mississippi State looking good just makes our schedule look even more difficult. That's fun. But yeah.
I saw a Mississippi State fan this morning post a picture of one of their receivers or running backs, I don't know, lunging for the goal line against Tennessee. And he gets to the goal line, and the Tennessee player is like way back here. And he's like, walk in yo trap, take over yo trap. A&M's in trouble. I'm like, hold on. This game was at your house and you lost. So didn't Tennessee walk in yo trap, take over yo trap?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Like, I don't think you thought this one through.
Yeah.
But Klanga don't think things through.
No,
Their
they don't.
brains are all rattled by cowbells.
The most annoying thing in the SEC.
I don't know. Missouri's existence is kind of up there.
Yeah, they are pretty annoying, but Klanga is the most annoying to me.
Fair.
And then worse than the Vandy Whistler by far.
Oh, yes. And then South Carolina and Kentucky. They're both bad. So.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of that game.
You probably didn't miss much.
Yeah.
I mean, yikes. I'm not sure.
SEC play in the or QB play in the SEC has not been what I think we were thinking it was going to be.
I don't know. I'm enjoying my QB.
Yeah. Everybody else who thought they had a QB. Everybody who thought they had a QB, their QB sucks. And then everybody who questioned their quarterback, apparently their quarterback's good. Like Bama, Tennessee, Jordan Stockton's okay. Pavi is who we thought we were, or he was. But Arch, DJ, Lenore Sellers, everybody's been such a disappointment this year so far.
Sellers just came back down to earth.
I did think, watching him play, I mean, I know it's a lazy comparison, but he does remind me a lot of Richardson, to where he'll have 10, 15, 20 plays in a row to where you're like, holy shit, this is the best football player in the country. And then they'll have 5 or 10 plays in a row to where you're like, has this person ever played football before? And it's just like the highs and the lows. And I think Sellers was able to ride that at the end of the year last year, much like DJ Lagway did as well, it seems. But we'll see. I think Lenore's and DJ both just haven't been fully healthy, and Arch has just been as overrated as we all thought. So.
Yeah. Did you see the meme I sent in the group chat?
Which one?
The one about Florida and Texas?
What? Of course I saw it, Shelby. I know. I think DJ's going to shock the world this weekend. I know this is going to be a shocker to anybody that knows me. I am unreasonably optimistic. I think DJ Lagway is going to shred Texas's defense, and
I picked Florida in our weekly pick 'em in another group chat. So there you go.
I mean, if Texas was who we thought they were, I would be less optimistic. But I think they've shown that they are not as good. Our offense is way, way worse than I thought it was going to be, but our defense is every bit as good as I thought it was going to be. So I think that this is going to be a stoppable force versus movable object type of game.
I picked Florida because screw TU. That's how I feel about that. And I just have this feeling that y'all are going to win that game and come into Kyle Field all high and mighty and then get your hopes squashed.
Speaking of coming into Kyle Field, you realize this is going to be our 5th trip to Kyle Field in 13 seasons since Texas A&M joined.
That's craziness.
Do you know how many times Georgia's gone to Kyle Field?
None.
0. I think Tennessee's gone once. Like, make it make sense.
Tennessee went, and that was one of the best games I've ever been to in my entire life. That was the double overtime game when Josh Dobbs threw the ball right to Armani Watts to end the game. Like, I swear, I talked to a friend of mine that went, a Tennessee friend of mine after the game, and he was like, Armani got lucky. And I was like, watch that play again. Dobbs threw it right to him. Like, he may have well been wearing orange.
Tennessee fans love to say they got lucky.
We're like, okay. Whatever makes your heart feel better. Let's see. We start with Kentucky and Georgia. I think we all know who's going to win that game.
Mm-hmm. Will that be Mark Stoops' last game? When does Mark Stoops get fired this year?
Fair. I mean, there is nothing. My A&M fandom, my highlight of my A&M fandom will always be Twitter basically stopping us from hiring Mark Stoops. Like, yeah, like, absolutely the fuck not.
I hope our fans have a similar reaction to A&M and Tennessee if we try to hire some schlub.
Like, don't do it.
Yeah.
And then Calzada went there anyway, and we all see how that's working out. So, because I'm pretty sure he's broken. My glow stick theory only lasted until he got broken. This time he real broken. Like, for real this time. But yes, Texas and Florida is next, and your leading rusher is outrushing their leading rusher by almost 100 yards.
Yeah, I mean,
I can math.
That's been honestly the biggest shock to me. Like, the biggest shock has been DJ Lagway being as bad as he has been. That's the biggest shock. But after that, it's our complete inability to run the ball. I don't know. It's been very weird. I thought that was something that we'd be able to really lean heavily on was our running game, and then set up to DJ's strength of play action shots down the field and pushing the ball down the field. And we just have not been able to establish the run game, and that obviously has limited what we could do, through the air, because teams are just forcing us to pass basically, and DJ has not been doing that well. So we'll see. I think that our big thing is I think we're going to have to force Arch to throw, and I think that we're going to have to turn Texas over, either fumble, interception, something.
Yes.
But it's going to come down to our defense being the difference maker and our offense being functional. And I'm not sure, I'm concerned more so about the offense than I am the defense. But I think it's going to take a turnover, short field, pick six, something like that is going to either keep momentum and, the home field advantage going for us. But if Texas comes in and gets out to a 14-21 nothing lead, the Bluebirds will come out. My beautiful wife's first memory of Florida football is Missouri in 2014, where they beat us by about 40 points, despite only having 120 yards of offense. They had a pick six, a fumble return, a punt return, and a kickoff return for a touchdown. Gotta love that. Yeah, that was a fun time. But all you could hear is "Fire must chant." So if Texas gets out to a lead in the first half, it's going to be a lot of Boo Birds and a lot of Fire Navy coming out.
I'm going to come back to the big one and go Oklahoma and Kent State for a second.
That's going to be a slaughter. Kent State is a terrible, terrible football team.
Wait, who is Oklahoma's backup quarterback? Because Mateer's out.
It's not going to matter.
I just was curious. I don't think it's going to matter.
It's
some guy that's not
Michael Hawkins Jr.
Okay. I don't know who that is, but okay. I'm gonna smile and nod.
Yeah, he's all right.
I saw a video of some kid. I don't remember. Can't remember the name of the basketball player, but he's the. But he had thumb surgery from the same doctor that John Mateer is getting that surgery from, or had that surgery from. And they asked him. He plays for Oklahoma City, and they asked him, like, how. What's the timetable for the return? What's the doctor like? Tell us what you know. And he's like, I'd like y'all to know that Kobe also had a surgery by this doctor, and y'all need to stop using me as a benchmark. I was like, love it. Love it. I mean, same. Let's see. We'll talk A&M and Mississippi State, and then we'll come back to Vandy and Bama, because that's the only games that are here this week.
Are you worried?
I said I want to hear your thoughts.
I mean, I would. Okay, there's two ways I think this goes down. I think Mississippi State rallies around the performance that they had last week, to where they were very close but didn't quite get it done. If I were an A&M fan, I know you say you like your quarterback. I would be worried about your offense a little bit. Not that it's been bad, but I think your defense has really done a lot of heavy. It's one of the cliche complimentary football things, right? Where your defense is so good, it's setting up your offense with short field, with good field position. They're able to, you get turnovers, you're getting sacks, you're doing these things that set your offense up to be successful. But down to down and play to play, I feel like your offense stutters and sputters, and it'll be kind of boom or bust. And I feel like Mississippi State, I feel like they have the ability to keep the pressure up to where they may not be able to stop your offense. Like defensively, they may not be good enough to win the game. But offensively, I think that you're going to get into like a 31-35 type of game to where you never feel comfortable. You know what I mean? It's going to be one of those games to where you might win, and you probably will win, but I feel like they have the ability to keep a game that feels like it should be like 21 points, but they're going to keep it within like 10 and just keep it uncomfortable the whole time. That's how I think it's going to go.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I think having watched the A&M Notre Dame game and then the A&M Auburn game, our offense was on fire at Notre Dame. You couldn't. They literally were making every play they needed to. They made sure, like, we did what we needed to do to win that game, right? But our defense was absolute ass. But then the next week, our offense was absolute ass, but the defense decided to make Jackson Arnold look even more like an idiot than he already is. Mr. walking into, I forgot what game it was, but there's a video of him walking into some tunnel of, like, during halftime. And he's like, "You wish you were me." And we're like, no one does. Nope, not a single person.
College QBs.
Like, nope. Try again. So I could see this going either way. Like, it depends. It literally hangs on the offense.
Yeah.
It does. And it hangs on Le'Veon Moss, and it hangs on Marcel. But my question for Mississippi State is, who are they going to cover offensively or defensively? Like, who are they going to cover for our offense?
Yeah.
Do you go KC? Do you go Mario? Who do you cover?
Yeah. I think that's going to be the difference maker. I feel like this is going to be a high scoring game. Like, I feel like it's going to be, like I said, 35-31, and maybe like 45-35, something along those lines, to where I feel like your defense is good, but I feel like they have that, Jeff Levy offense going. And so I think they're going to be able to scheme up some points, but I think you guys, I feel like you're going to go like 8 for 8, right, on your possessions, to where you're either going to score touchdowns or kick field goals. You're just not going to be able to keep you out of scoring range. And eventually you kind of just put the game away. But or Mississippi State has the rebound effect, to where they take the close loss, and instead of rallying, it's just they get crushed, and then it's like a 56-3 type game.
Well, that sounds fun.
Yeah. That's the only two ways I see it going.
My worry is that we are hyping up this game so much. And it's not because of the opponent, but it's because it's the blackout game of the year, which was LSU last year. And it was a huge freaking deal, and everybody went all for it, and it was awesome. But this year, not only are they doing blackout, the yell leaders are wearing black. Like they're going all out. So I'm like,
is black one of your official colors?
This? Yes.
Okay.
Maroon, white, and black's secondary color.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's one thing that everybody complains about with Florida. Is like black's not any of our colors, and so when we did the blackout game, everybody was like, "God, this doesn't make any sense," but I don't know, I like it.
But also fun jokes, because there are older ags that are like, we don't. This whole blackout thing is stupid, and the yell leaders don't wear black, and blah blah blah. And somebody commented and said, "I heard the 12th man is black too." Because the player on the football team that is the 12th man this year and last year is African American. And it's been a while because the last couple of years before that it's been a white kid. So like he's like, if you're angry, the 12th man is black too.
There you go.
I was like, oh, okay. All right. All right. Like I had Connor McQueen and Cullen Gillespie, who are very, very white boys. I don't even know how to say the last name of our 12th man. It's Nana something. That's his first name, and then I don't.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I think we don't want
to. No, I don't know what else to say on that. But no, I'm worried that we are overhyping this game, and it's going to be crushing. Also, I told y'all I'm going on a date tomorrow, and if we lose, he may not like me anymore.
I mean, you gotta. I'm a firm believer in just getting the worst of yourself out there from the jump. Like I don't know if you watch Bob's Burgers, but there's a Valentine's Day episode where they're doing like speed dating, and like this detective comes in and he's like, "No, you don't need to talk about what the best part of yourself is. You got to talk about the worst part of yourself. And if the other person can stomach that, maybe, just maybe, you got a shot to make it work." And I feel like it's the truth. I mean, yeah. You gotta be gross around each other if you're gonna make it work.
I told one of my friends that, and she goes, "I can solve that problem for you." And I said, "How?" And she goes, "Tell the team not to lose."
There you go.
I was like,
will it into existence.
I have that power.
So give me a score prediction.
Let me just call up Coach Elko real quick, because they give me that power. So realistically, this should be about a 10-point game. I'm not going to put like how many points we're going to score because I don't believe in our offense fully yet. I have to see which offense is going to show up. But it's either going to be a low-scoring 10-point game or a high-scoring 10-point game. Either way, we're going to win, but it's not going to be as big as we want it to be. And it should be.
Yeah.
Like, we should have beat Auburn by way more. And God bless Torian York. Like, his sack that he like hit him by his arm and like went like this and he fell and he's like, I really think I overshot him. And I don't know how that happened. That's God's work right there. I was like, Tori. He's like, I'm not that strong, but you can shout out for Tommy Moffitt for making me a little bit stronger to take him out with my arm. I was like, all right.
All right. So I am going to be honest. I haven't watched a single Vanderbilt game all year.
Me neither.
I know Pavia is an interesting cat, but I mean, besides South Carolina, they really haven't played anybody that's made me want to watch the game. Nope. I have watched a couple of Alabama games, including last week. I mean, I've said it from the jump. FSU, they're frauds. The week 1 game, I think Bama shit the bed more so than FSU dominating them. If you go back and look, Bama had some turnovers. They got stuff on 4th down. I feel like that game was fraudulent. And I feel like that's kind of been shown by the fact that Bama just beat UGA and by the fact that FSU just lost to Virginia. That week 1 game isn't quite the indicator people wanted it to be. I think Alabama is going to roll Vanderbilt this week. I think that all of the shit talk that they dealt with from last year, Kalen DeBoer is not Nick Saban, but I do think that when it comes to like what's the word for motivational like poster board
Locker room
material,
talk.
locker room, yeah, there you go, locker room material. When it comes to stuff like that, I do think DeBoer has his team like into that vibe. Like I felt like I saw it last year, and it's different than what Saban did. And Saban was very buttoned up professional. I feel like DeBoer kind of leans into some of those antics, and I think that they're going to make a statement against Vanderbilt. I'm thinking it's going to be like 56-10 type of game.
Did you? I don't know if you've seen it, because some A&M fans are up in their feelings. Johnny's going to this game because he's Diego Pavia's hero.
Oh yeah.
So he's coming to this game because A&M beat Bama, and he thinks that Vanderbilt's going to do it again, and it's going to be like amazing, and this, that, and the
That'd
other.
be cool.
And I'm like, okay, so like, I'm here for you supporting your biggest fan, but your team has a big game too. At Kyle, just saying.
See,
like, it's fine.
I can't even say that Tebow does SEC Nation, so he doesn't ever come to the market. A&M fans are just soft.
I'm not like upset about it, but like I just think it's interesting that on a weekend that A&M's having a pretty big game for us, like trying to get to 5-0 for a first time since like 2015, 2016, something like that. That he's choosing to go to Vanderbilt.
I don't know. I feel like that's very much like looking at your ex's Facebook behavior. Like, who cares? Like, I get he's A&M's like poster boy, but also it's been 15 years.
Fair.
Let him live his life, the Aggies. Let him live his life.
He looks so much healthier though, and so much happier, and I'm very happy for him.
Yeah.
Very, very happy for him. But I will always love Johnny. Also, I got to talk trash to an Alabama fan because they're like, just because like Vandy beat us last year and now they're going to come back and they're going to try to make it like win again. But like ask Johnny how the return game to Bama went. And I said, he had 5 touchdowns or some shit against y'all the second game. We lost by like 4. What are you talking about? Like, yes, we didn't win, but y'all didn't like stomp him to the ground. Like, please shut up.
Y'all really hang on to that victory over Bama, don't y'all?
See, I did not bring it up. I just had to comment on the stupidity that was presented on the internet.
Yeah. Oh, there's so much of it here.
So much stupidity on the internet.
I'm glad we get to contribute our part.
I mean,
my idiotic enthusiasm and optimism.
Don't make predictions based on what we say, because we know nothing. We just have a podcast.
Yeah, I use my podcast to will my team's success into existence. That's the only thing that I can do.
I'm excited for next week because next week's going to be a doozy. But we'll get there because next week's Red River.
That'll be fun.
We love Red River.
There's something else next week.
Something else.
Teaser. We'll call that a teaser.
Something else. Y'all can look and maybe you'll figure it out. I don't know. Is Arkansas playing next week? Oh, there they are. There they are. Found it. I skipped over them. I was like, hold on. This is their bye week this week. How are they having a bye week next week? They're like, fuck this. I'm done.
Yeah, we're out of here.
Like, we're quitting. Sorry.
Speaking of which, it's time for me to enter my bye weekend from work.
Yes. And I get to go have a doctor's appointment. So
lucky you.
It was a nice, quick 30-minute episode because
we were just on it. And we did it without Sydney. Sydney usually keeps us straight, but we did it ourselves like a big boy and girl. We did it.
Us straight. I'm not the one that goes on rants about how great Florida is. Love you.
Maybe not, but A&M.
Love you. Oh, yours is backwards. You're on the other side of the screen.
All right, I'm out. Bye, y'all.
Thanks and gig 'em, y'all.
Go Gators.